Hi guys, what's going on? This is Cool Toys, and what I have here on my table today is a little diorama display that I got going on. Basically a construction site, as you can tell. Right down here in the middle, I have Lifeline and Duke and Barbecue. They're giving a safety brief. You got Quick Hiccup here practicing his martial arts, doing a little Tai Chi. Law and Order, sniffing the boxes going through the construction site, just checking out, make sure everything's safe. You got the troops here in front, they're attending the safety brief. You know, Duke wants to make sure that this construction operation is going to go flawlessly with no accidents. You know, Lifeline would be there in case somebody got hurt, and Barbecue, he's going to be there giving the safety briefing in a second. And these are the guys who are going to be doing most of the manual labor. And I have other Joes that are going to be operating the heavy equipment. Over here in this Volvo forklift is Mauler. He can't really fit in there. I may have to just take that machine apart and cut down the seat so he can get in there. But, you know, you get the picture. It's getting ready to lift these pallets. And you have a cat right here with just some generic guy that came with it. I think I got it from Walmart. And you got a dozer over here. I have Tunnel Rat. He snuck in there. He wants to operate the heavy equipment, but Toll Booth over here is saying, nah, that ain't happening. That's his equipment. He's going to be operating it. You know, Tunnel Rat, he's just playing games. And he's probably going to get chewed out by Duke or somebody for messing around on the job site. But like I was saying in my other video, you know, you can mix and match some other vehicles that Hasbro G.I. Joe never gave us in the toy line and come up with your own little diorama display scenarios. You know, I may be putting together like a real construction site. I have this like big table that I built, and I have the background in the back. And you know, right now it's in a desert theme. May keep that, but I may put down like a road and make some like buildings and things, but you know, I'm not promising nothing. That's just if I got time to do that. But that's just, you know, where my mind's going, that since I have these vehicles and this equipment. But let me pan through left to right. And I'll turn these guys around so you can see their faces. Whoop, if they're gonna stand. Come on, man. Outback keeps falling down. Forget this dude's name's like something Foot or whatever, Lightfoot or something. You got Sci-Fi, Gung Ho, Dusty, and Outback. So they're the ones that are attending the safety briefing. Pretty cool. I wish, you know, there's this guy like on YouTube. He actually like built almost something like that background in the back, you know, in his backyard of his house. But people would think I'm crazy out there, grown man, building this up, you know, unless it's for kids in the neighborhood or something like that. Anyway, let's get a quick kick down here. Put them down with the rest of the troops. And Toll Booth told off Tunnel Rat, saying get the heck out of my equipment. So he's got to get out of the dozer. Let's get him over here to the safety briefing. Stand there in the back. Toll Booth, let's get him situated in the dozer. Sit up there a little bit. All right. I know it's dark. I don't have a flashlight to flash in there, but there he goes. Looks like he really is made to operate this equipment. No, he comes with the bridge layer. I believe I have that somewhere. Got to pull that out of a box so I can use it in this scenario one day. But this dozer was from Bruder. I believe they're a German company. They make heavy equipment, farm equipment, things like that, trucks. That's where I have my blue Cobra van. I got that from Bruder. But really awesome. I think the tracks, they rotate, they move around. The blade turns left, center, and right. So you can pretend you're like pushing dirt or mud to the right, you know, get it off whatever path you're going. I think it, yeah, oh yeah, it does move up and down a little bit. Let's get a better view of that. So they make them really well, these toys. Real amazing detail. You got the engine here. Too bad you can't open it up and look at the actual engine like they're going to be doing maintenance on it. But you got the air stacks and things like that. On the back, it actually has a digging blade where they would push that down into the dirt to break up the soil. Do one pass like that with the blade would be up, facing up, because they don't want to be pushing any dirt yet unless there's something in their way. Just dig up the soil. Then it'll come back for another pass, put down the blade, and you know, turn and get the dirt out of the way of wherever they're going, making a road, something like that. And over here with Mauler, like I was saying, in the forklift, he can get a pallet, grab that. Let's get him out of there because he doesn't fit anyway. This was some other generic company. I'm not sure who made this Volvo vehicle. It's not Bruder, it's something else. Maybe Dicky Toys or something, or New Way. But fits these pallets. These pallets are from Bruder. You can buy like a pack of pallets and they fit just fine with this aftermarket forklift. And you can dump the pallet, do whatever. Even comes, I believe, with some different attachments, a bucket and things like that. But it's pretty cool. Yellow. And, you know, if you wanted to make these more military-like, you could always paint them. You know, I can make it green, make this like military heavy equipment. Because believe it or not, in the military, they actually have like engineers who operate construction vehicles to make the roads for a new base camp that they're going to be setting up. You know, if they're going to combat, Kuwait, Iraq, things like that, you got to build your bases, you got to build your roads out there in the desert, in the sand. And a lot of these, you know, they retrofit them for bomb removal. You know, they got it all armored up with wires and cables and things over the windows, bars, and the blades stick out even further, and sometimes you have these rotating chains that would hit the landmines and detonate the landmines, so you know, no personnel would be injured, especially in like Humvees or light vehicles, 5-ton, 7-ton trucks. I like the yellow, especially, you know, you can use it for your civilian troops, well, not troops, but civilian characters that you're playing in your scenarios. And you know, I love the cat logo, and it reminds me of Tonka. You know, yellow was Tonka's color, so big old Tonka vehicles for your GI Joes. But I could with the acrylic paint, it doesn't really stick on there permanently, so you know, if I did put the acrylic green paint to camouflage it, I can always peel it off if I wanted to later on. But for now, we'll keep it yellow. It'll match this dude here, Lightfoot. Anyway, so thanks for watching and following along. I appreciate it. Why don't you guys comment and subscribe to the channel, man? Check it out. Check out my other videos. I've been making videos for a while now. You know, just doing it as a hobby, but I got a bunch of stuff on there, all kinds of things. And there you go. So this was Cool Toys. So comment, like, subscribe. Later.